So, what do you think about this new 1-minute inspection rule for railcars? It seems like a recipe for disaster.
I'm not sure it's that simple. Norfolk Southern says it's just reflecting industry standards, and that they're not going to punish employees for missing the target.
The Federal Railroad Administration needs to step up and enforce stricter regulations. They need to make sure that the railroads are doing their part to keep us safe.
I hope they do, but it's going to take a lot more than just regulations. We need to raise public awareness about these issues and put pressure on the railroads to change their ways.
It's a long road ahead, but we need to keep fighting for safety. We can't let the railroads get away with putting profits over people.
You're right. We need to stay vigilant and hold them accountable. The safety of our communities depends on it.
But the union is saying that it's impossible to do a thorough inspection in just 1 minute. They're supposed to check over 90 points on each car, and they're doing it while riding on an ATV.
That's a valid point. It's hard to imagine how they could possibly catch everything in such a short time, and the fact that the Federal Railroad Administration found that 13 to 15% of cars still had defects after inspection is concerning.
Exactly, and the most common issues they missed were things like bent handrails, which might not seem like a big deal, but they could lead to injuries for workers.
It's a slippery slope. If they're missing those kinds of things, what else are they missing? What about more serious defects that could cause a derailment?
That's the real worry. The East Palestine derailment was caused by a bad bearing that wasn't caught in time, and that could have been prevented with a more thorough inspection. This new rule just seems like a way to cut costs and prioritize speed over safety.
It's a shame that the railroad seems to be prioritizing profits over safety. They're putting their employees, the public, and the environment at risk.
And it's not just about the inspections. The whole precision scheduled railroading model is designed to cut costs by reducing staff and pushing employees to work harder and faster. It's a recipe for disaster.
I agree. It's a dangerous trend. We need to hold the railroads accountable for their actions and ensure that they prioritize safety over profits.